Today we're going over the astrology for the 8th through the 14th in April in just a moment. Hey guys, I'm Mel from Melsdivination. I'm the owner, the operator, and the creator here. And on the weekends, we go over the upcoming astrology. It's been a while since I have actually filmed an astrology video because the majority of them I filmed back in February and March, preparing for a surgery that I ended up not having, if you've been following the channel. So I'm a little bit rusty here, so I just ask you guys to all bear with me. Before we really get going into the energy, there's actually not a lot we're going to be talking about. Not many aspects, but there's a depth here that we'll be discussing. I just want to remind all of you that my new live streaming schedule on both YouTube and TikTok is Monday through Wednesday, 9 a.m. EST time is when I go on. Usually until 11, sometime between 11 and noon is when I sign off. If you'd like to catch me live, feel free to check that out. It is a consistent schedule that is not changing anytime soon, and you can also find me at melsdivination.com. With that, we're going to get into the discussion of this big upcoming week. It's big because you've probably already heard me talk about it. You've probably heard other people talk about it. We have the major total solar eclipse in Aries on Monday the 8th. Before that happens, we also have Sun conjuncting Chiron almost at the exact same time, within a few minutes of each other. So we're going to have a lot of energy. Before I really get into this, I do want to encourage you to make sure you go back and watch the monthly video of April and watch the new moon solar eclipse video that I released last week, because both of those cover more information than what I'm covering here and different information than what I'm covering here. If you'd like to get the full meat of everything, you want to watch all those videos. We start with Sun conjuncting Chiron today. We're going to talk about that first. So this brings in an energy of healing and transformation. It can facilitate healing on a deeper level, both physically and emotionally, and it can bring awareness to wounds and helping in the process of healing and transformation. Self-discovery is important during this time because Chiron conjunction in the sign of Aries can promote discovery, self-awareness, and encouraging us to look within to explore our inner selves and gain a deeper understanding of our identity. This is because Aries rules the self, or Aries rules the individual. Courage and determination is really big right now because the sun helps Chiron's resilience foster things. As far as that's concerned, it can help us face challenges, overcome obstacles, pursue goals, and have a greater strength to work through things. It brings in creativity and expression because Aries is self-expressive, and it can help us create some of our feelings and needs and thoughts through a more creative process. Assertiveness and independence and sensitivity and vulnerability are our final two energies that we can experience at this time. With this happening, we may be more assertive, we may have more self-reliance, taking initiative and standing up for our beliefs and values. And it also could bring in a sensitivity that encourages us to embrace our vulnerability on a self-compassion level. Go gentle with yourself, go gentle with others. Everybody is going through this, and it looks different in everybody's individual chart. Overall, this energy brings in the support of personal growth, discovery, healing, and emotional wounds, and it's encouraging us to embrace our uniquenesses, develop resilience, and pursue our passions with courage and determination. Using this energy paired with the solar eclipse for major opportunity for growth, healing, and transformation and new beginnings, because the eclipse is already a new beginning in Aries. And now Chiron is a new beginning to some extent, and it's bringing everything to the forefront. A few minutes after this, so this takes place, the Sun conjuncting Chiron and the total solar eclipse new moon in Aries, all takes place around 11:20 11:28 a.m. PDT time, so you have to figure out your time zone for that. Let's talk about the solar eclipse a little bit. I'm not going to go too deep because I've already done videos on it. I looked it up, and the last time we had a total solar eclipse was August 2017. So you may want to go back and look at themes that popped up there for you at that time. We won't be having another total solar eclipse for another 20 years. So this is a kind of a pretty large event, okay? The magic of I quote for this one is, I am fearless and I move through life with great courage, foresight, and determination. So that is the theme around this. Again, I want to remind you to watch the weekly video, last week's video about these energies. Generally speaking, this is a huge time for transformation. Where is your Aries house? What house is your Aries house? If you're not sure, look at it, try to look it up for yourself. If you don't know, then just know that Aries is about the individual and about the self and how we fit into the world, along with forward movement and action, and how it's us versus others to some extent. So make sure you're listening to your intuition right now, and everyone is getting this massive download from spirit, hits, hints, information. I also want to remind all of you, if you're not aware, I am offering an eclipse special reading on my website, melsdivination.com/store. The tap link is also in my description box, so you can check that out. This is an detailed email reading. You get pictures of the cards, and typically I would send the email out within 72 hours from receiving the order, very likely under 24 hours. I just don't guarantee that part of it. It's a great thing that you could use as a resource to check in with what you need to know, what you should be learning and growing, and you can pick the subject area that you'd like to look at, career, love, or just general. Feel free to check that out if you're interested. 2 days later, on the 10th, Mars conjuncts Saturn. I did talk about this in my eclipse video. When Mars conjuncts Saturn, we bring in an energy of drive and ambition, focus and determination, patience and perseverance, caution and realism, and control and discipline. So this can bring in all kinds of task-oriented things and getting things done, and persevere to keep going even when it can be tough, but it can also bring in this level of being aware and cautious. And finally, we wrap up the week on the 11th. Although the week is done on the 14th, our final aspect is on the 11th. Sun conjuncting Mercury, and this brings in energy of enhanced communication skills, increased mental clarity, improved memory and learning, stronger analytical abilities, rational and logical thinking, a practical and organized approach, attention to detail, a desire for learning and self-expression, a need for intellectual stimulation, and a focus on communication and information exchange. Just be mindful with that, though. That's a general energy. That is not including the Mercury retrograde energy. So that is Sun conjuncting Mercury in general. When we bring in the Mercury retrograde factor of it, communication is still going to be challenging. We may have a window where it's not super severe. I'm seeing a lot of people returning from previous connections right now. If that's the case for you, just be slow and be mindful about why things ended in the first place, and be cautious. I'll see you guys all soon. Have a wonderful week. Comment down below how your solar eclipse goes. Bye.